What if the stories everyone told you about losing her were untrue? What if leaving wasn't the end, but the moment she starts to feel your loss in ways she can't deny? Modern women are strong, independent and sure of themselves, but they won't admit it. Losing a man of true value isn't just a temporary regret, it's a shift in their world. Today, I'm going to show you why your absence hurts more than you think, why she misses you more than she'll ever say, and how understanding this can completely change how you see yourself. Come with me. By the end of this, you'll understand why owning your power increases your worth. Part 1. The power of presence in the age of distractions. Real human connection is becoming less common in our time due to constant notifications, quick texts, and other distractions. How can social media captivate you? People are more distracted than ever in this digital age. Attention is not only valuable, it's priceless. Now think about what it means to be a man who commands attention and presence. Your presence isn't just physical, it's emotional, intellectual, and even spiritual. It's how you listen without interrupting, how you're fully present in the moment, and how much you care about her dreams and challenges. This level of engagement is refreshing in a world filled with superficial interactions. However, when your absence occurs, she perceives more than just your physical presence. She notices the absence of the calm you brought to her chaos, the depth you brought to her shallow moments, and the stability you offered in a world that often feels unstable. Even confident modern women crave depth, even if they don't admit it. The power of presence is evident in this age of distractions. When that presence disappears, she suddenly feels the weight of what's missing. She feels empty from the meaningless chats and endless distractions she used to lose herself in. Your presence ignited a spark that lingers, highlighting its rare and valuable nature. Part 2. A high-value guy's departure leaves her with a void she can't fill. It's not just saying goodbye, her life changes. People constantly tell modern women how attractive they are, whether it's through likes on social media posts, compliments from fans, or superficial attempts to win her over. However, the uncomfortable truth is that the attention she receives doesn't hold the same value as a guy who truly sees her. You weren't just another fan adding to the noise, you were different. You offered something much deeper, a connection based on substance, not surface. You weren't just making her look good, you were also stimulating her mind and expanding the scope of her activities. This is what makes the hole you leave in her life so difficult to fill. Living in a house full of... When someone shows you how bright the sun really is after you've grown accustomed to artificial light, it feels strange to return to it. Your absence makes her feel empty and dim. She might try to distract herself with new people or experiences, but none of them can replace the depth and authenticity you brought into her life. What's most intriguing is that she doesn't understand this right away. At first, she might be okay with life going on as usual, but over time, the void becomes clear. It shows up in the quiet moments, when she's by herself with her thoughts, and in the memories that come back to her without warning. The depth you provided wasn't just a part of your relationship. It became something she'll use to judge all other relationships. What happens when emotions spread? The effects of your absence extend beyond her initial grief, affecting every aspect of her emotional world. Imagine your absence as a seed that takes root and becomes irreversible. At first, she might brush off her feelings as nostalgia or fleeting thoughts. She may convince herself that she's moved on and that life is better without you, yet emotions can unexpectedly surface. She starts to notice the little things, like how no one else makes her laugh like you did, how other conversations are shallow compared to the deep ones she had with you, and how her sense of comfort and security is off. These realizations don't come all at once. They build up slowly, like water dripping into a glass until it overflows. She starts to replay moments in her mind, remembering your words, your actions, and the way you made her feel truly loved. The gap she can't fill knew what it meant. In addition to missing you, she misses herself with you. The truth is, this ripple effect not only prompts her to contemplate you, but also prompts her to scrutinize the choices she's made. She starts to wonder if letting you go was the right thing to do, if she underestimated your worth, and if she'll ever find someone who measures up. Being a high-value man has the power to create lasting ripples, forcing her to confront the reality of her loss. The fourth part explores the significance of difference in today's partnerships. Opposites are one of the most powerful forces in human interactions. Without them, we can't really value what we have. It takes winter to appreciate how warm the sun is, and darkness to appreciate how bright things are. The same idea applies to relationships, especially in today's world. While you were in her life, you set a standard. Perhaps you were unaware, but you demonstrated to her the essence of genuine value, understanding, and treating others with respect and kindness. Now that you're no longer with her, that standard persists and shapes her perception of everyone else. There are a lot of short-lived connections and shallow conversations in dating today. So when she meets other men, she can't help but compare you to them. Their words don't carry the same weight, their actions don't show the same integrity, and their presence doesn't make her feel as safe and comfortable. This contrast isn't just noticeable, it's shocking. It makes her realize how special the time she spent with you was, even if she doesn't want to. The best part is that it makes her miss you and value you more than she did before she realized your gift was rare and extraordinary, not replaceable. Part 5. The effects of emotional security that aren't spoken. One of the most underrated things about a high-value man is the emotional security he gives his partner. This isn't about being someone's emotional crutch. It's about being the type of man who makes her feel safe enough to be herself. Finding someone who allows her to let down her guard is important in today's world, where perfection often hides behind filters. Can't help but change things. Because you were consistent in what you said and did, you gave her a sense of stability. Not only were you stable, but you gave her energy. Your presence told her it was okay to be herself. Finding such emotional security is challenging, and its absence feels almost palpable. This makes it even more potent. Most women find it challenging to express their desire for mental security due to the societal expectations of strength, independence, and self-sufficiency. The emotional ripple effect, Part 6. She needs someone, but deep down, the loss of someone who gave her a rare emotional safe haven leaves a hole that's hard to fill. It's the kind of effect that stays in her mind and heart long after you've left. The dull ache of sadness. When people least expect it, regret is a silent but strong force that often strikes. For her, the realization of her worth doesn't come with a grandiose display. It quietly emerges during quiet moments. Maybe she realizes late at night that social media and friend conversations are shallow compared to yours. What's even more important is that her regret isn't just because she misses you. It's because she realizes she didn't fully appreciate you when she had the chance. She starts to question her actions, wondering if she missed something truly special. Was she too quick to dismiss your qualities? Did she take your kindness, patience, or loyalty for granted? It's not straightforward to find someone with the same depth and character as you. Today's relationships are often quick and superficial, but what you offered was based on real connection. Over time, her guilt gets heavier, and she can't easily get rid of it. Section 7. The ripple effect on her standards. When you leave her life, you don't just leave a stage behind. You also alter her standards for the future. Think about it. She now judges every new person she meets by how you made her feel, your patience, your charm, and how well you treated her. Because you can handle problems with grace, all of these traits become what's the benchmark. This isn't something she chooses. It's a natural reaction to being around a serious man. Even if she tries to move on quickly, she'll find herself comparing the new person to you in subtle ways. Perhaps the way he communicates with her, resolves issues, or treats her in subtle ways reveals his true nature. In reality, most men won't measure up, not because they're inadequate in general, but because you set a standard that's challenging to meet. This isn't about ego, it's about realizing that your value as a high-value man creates a ripple effect that changes her expectations over time. She'll start to realize how rare you were, and that will stay with her. Part 8. The Social Mirror Effect. Here's something you might not have considered. The way others perceive you also influences the extent to which she experiences her loss. For instance, if you're a man who garners respect from your peers, enjoys admiration in your social circles, and is renowned for your honesty, your social reputation endures even after your separation. In fact, it gets stronger when she sees other people talking highly of you. For instance, when mutual friends mention your name with respect, or when she hears about your accomplishments after the breakup, it intensifies her feelings. People's thoughts and actions reflect your worth back to her, a phenomenon known as the social mirror effect. Today's women are very aware of how social image affects their choices. When she discovers that everyone around her also values you, it deepens her regret. It's not just about her being without you as a partner. It's about losing someone who made her feel like she was a part of something bigger and better. The 9th part, the sound of images that never fade. The positive memories we have of someone can haunt us. When you're not in her life anymore, the times you spent with her become more important. It's not just about birthdays and other important dates. She remembers the seemingly insignificant little things, such as your laughter at her jokes, your memory of the small things she said, or the way you made her feel like the most important person in the room. These memories don't just fade away. They become echoes that come back to her at strange times. This makes them even more powerful. These deep connections aren't always present in modern interactions. Many individuals are preoccupied with the next big thing, neglecting to appreciate the beauty of the present moment. But you didn't, and now those moments are what she wants but can't seem to find. These memories serve as more than just a reminder of what she's lost. They also serve as a reminder of what she might never find again. A realization that will impact her thoughts and feelings long after you've moved on. Section 10. The steady rise of a man of high value. One of the best things about being a high-value man is that your journey doesn't end when she goes. In fact, it speeds up while she's gone. Final thoughts. You have the ability to choose not to be present. While she struggles with missing you, you are actively growing, changing, and evolving into an even better version of yourself. This growth isn't just about career success or money. It's about becoming more confident, self-aware, and rooted in your purpose. And here's what she notices, whether it's through mutual friends, social media, or word of mouth. Your progress becomes a silent reminder of what she left behind. Today's women value growth and desire, and seeing you do well without her makes them feel a mix of admiration, regret, and even a little envy. It's not about showing off your success or trying to make her feel bad. It's about living your life in a way that shows how valuable you are, with or without her. By focusing on your growth, you're not just moving on. You're creating a life that aligns with your highest potential, and in doing so, you reinforce the fact that her loss was much greater than she first realized. Now you understand the power of your silence over words. If this spoke to you, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.